I'd like to make a quote that is that the famous boxer said, if you are as strong as I, you cannot be humble. See, I came to the fellowship some 22 years back, and I need the fellowship more than that when I came, and I still come to the meetings. Why I said that I cannot be humbled means a few years under my belt, sometimes I feel that I am Mr. A, and I cannot be humbled, and I know everything. That is my attitude sometimes. Anyhow, I would like to share my war story, my story, a little bit on some 5-10 minutes on. I was born in a very aristocrat Orthodox Hindu family in central Travancore, in middle of Kerala, and my father was a senior government official, and there was no thing of alcoholism. Even my uncles I never seen, but from the young age, I was a very good student, and even in my 10th class, I was talking to my daughter also. I studied in a semi-rural school, and I stood first in the school, and for my degree also, I was very first. And it took another 15 years to overcome my marks in my SSLC and pre-degree. I'm telling, I'm just boosting my ego. You know that I'm 6 feet 1 inch tall, and when I talk to you, it becomes 6 feet 2 inches, 1 inch more than that, and so that's my ego. I read somewhere that our famous Chuck said that it is a divine impossibility to satisfy human ego. Maybe that, because I am very much honored to talk, but I am little nervous also. So we were 5, and I am the youngest, 1 sister and 4 brothers. We are all good in studies, and very young age I got a job in a bank, and I could have joined engineering, but my some political affiliation and to revolution and all the things, I thought that let me go and work, and I got a job in a very premier bank. And then it started. And so I stayed in lodges. Even though the first posting was somewhere near to my hometown, I preferred to stay in a lodge with, I was very young at that time, with so many friends who were working in the same field. And so it was a regular routine. Evening we will have cards, and then we'll go to the bar, and that was it. During that period, I got affair with my uncle's daughter, because in our custom we can marry my from the mother's side uncle's daughter, and then it started little using alcohol, and smoking was there at that time, but it becomes a regular affair after some time. Every evening we go to the bar and get drinks. That was okay. I was enjoying it. My friend circle, everything. That was very, very, very good old days. I still remember that good old days. It is in my mind. It happened for quite some time. Then the marriage came, and I told my wife that I don't drink, I don't smoke, because I am next to Swami Vivekananda. I am a saint-like person, and somehow she thought that that's true. And after much trouble with both the families, we got engaged, and we married. On the day of the marriage, I was fully drunk. And at that time, all the money which I get from my salary was spent on booze. So I don't have money, and my brothers were not. They participate in the marriage, but not for the functions and arranging things. So I had to make money. So even there's a custom that we have to put a chain on the girl, and I don't have money. So the previous day to the marriage, I went to a goldsmith and borrowed one chain, telling that tomorrow morning I'll repay it. So after the first night, the early morning, I took 4 bangles from my wife. She was taken aback. What's happening? I was totally tired. I told that I have to pay back that money. So that was maybe for her. No, for me, I was very happy because there was a lot of gold ornaments in my wife's hands and here. I was so happy about that. Then I got, after that, I got a transfer to Mumbai. I was working there in a place called, those who know, the branch was in Dongri, one of the most notorious place in Mumbai. And from there, it escalated. It started morning drinks. Going to the office also, I used to take 2 3 drinks. That happened. At that time, I was staying with my brother-in-law, and my sister was in Mumbai. My brother-in-law was a very senior scientist with Bapa Atomic, it's a BARC in Bombay. I was staying with them. I will just share 2 3 episodes or the war stories which happened in my drinking place. One day, one Saturday evening, my a neighbor from the native place came to. He was a Navy person, and he came there and asked me, "Can we have some drinks?" I said, "Brother, today is a try." He said, "No, no, no. We can go to the officers club or somewhere." Okay, I said. At that time, I was a chief cashier there at the branch. So Saturday afternoon, it's a holiday for us, and we went to some place, I don't know. But the very next day, I woke up in Bandra, somewhere in the beach. No shirt, no shoes, no purse, no this train card, season card, nothing except the keys. The bunch of keys were in my pocket. Somehow I managed without ticket. I came up to Kurla to train. From there, I took an auto without money, no shirt. When I went to my sister's house, the security stopped me. Every day he used to see me. I was going very polished and with full dress and shoot up. And I said that I'd go to here, doctor, in a place, and he called them. By the time I reached my brother-in-law's this place, his residence, they already packed my bag and baggage out and kept it outside. It's enough and enough. It's Bombay. We cannot look for you anywhere, and you have to find another place. I was a little happy at that time because most of the Saturdays I used to bring a bottle, and my brother-in-law used to take 1 or 2 packs from that. I thought that now I don't have to share that with him. So then another 3 4 years I stayed in Mumbai, in different places, all with my drinking friends only. And at that time, then I have some idea to study something. So I thought philosophy is a good subject. I joined Bombay University for BA philosophy. After 3 months, I stopped it. Then somebody said that go for LLB. Then I joined this Siddhartha College of Law in Fort. I stopped after 6 months. And every Sunday, I used to go to Kar West. There is one Sri Ramakrishna Ashram. The morning to evening, I will do some voluntary works in the bookshop. And evening, I am full with spirit. This was the life. During that period, my first daughter was born, and then I got a transfer to Kerala, and we took a house, rented house in Trivandrum where my wife is working. And again, my drinking escalated like anything. I used to go at the progression stage, go to the bus pass in Trivandrum the first time. I used to pay heavy tips to the bartender, even to the security, because just when I come back from the bar, the security will give me a salute. And when I went to the bar, the barman will come. He knows which is my brand. You know, all the stuff. This was happening. Then it escalated, and the money was not enough for my drinks. Then, since I was working in a bank, it was very easy to borrow money. I know the people who are having good accounts, and they used to give money with. I used to give them, write them blank checks, and it has comes to a state that my salary is not enough to pay the interest for the money I borrowed from these people. So excuses. I borrow from here and pay that debt, and this thing, everything happened. it has come to a stage that I was out from the bars. Then I went to the Iraq shops, local shops. Still remember early morning, 4 o'clock. There is a illicit Iraq shop. Iraq is Bombay. Well, this coffee-like thing here in Kerala. You get early morning, 4 o'clock. I used to go there and waiting for the person to come and open that small hut. And surrounded with, I'm not belittling anyone, the early morning, 4 or 5 o'clock, the petty thieves and, those other ladies at that time. That was the state. And then I went to the Iraq shop. Even then, my arrogance. And when I go to the Iraq shop, I want to show them that I know something, and I always keep a Hindu English daily in my hand, show that I speak English. So these people will call me, sir, you're working in a bank and everything. So I was so happy there, So now looking back, I think that sometimes I have to laugh at myself on what things I had done. Only thing, then I sold all the ornaments, and my wife came to me about all my alcoholism, everything. She allowed me to drink in the house. That was an extra bonus for me. I have my drinks and bring something else. Then it has come to a stage every morning. There will be in my home. There will be 5-6 person early mornings is waiting outside for collecting my the interest of the money. That was very, very, very. I mean, when I look back, such a pathetic situation. Even then, I didn't stop. I was drinking like anything. In between, I bought a house in Trivandrum. I sold my ancestral property in native place and bought a house in Trivandrum from a film star. You can imagine. That was in 95. I bought that house, and within 2 years, I sold that house sitting in a bar. The reason was a funny thing that when I bought the house, I borrowed some 20,000 rupees from my colleague. After 2 years, he came and asked me, Chandraman, about that 20. He didn't ask for any interest or anything. Immediately, my usual gang, I went to a bar and I discussed, and one man said that, don't worry about it. Next day, he bring a agent with a buyer at the bar with a 100 rupees stamp paper, and I signed. They gave me 1 lakh rupees as advance. At that night, 11 o'clock, myself and my friend went to my friend's house, knocked his door or calling bell. He came outside. I threw 50,000 in his face. What can it be called? It's pure insanity or not? I don't know. Then we moved to another rented house. By the time, luckily, my wife got a government quarters, and so this period I was being detoxed 2-3 times in different hospitals, but it was short period. It's maybe 2 months, 3 months. The last, there was a maximum 6 months. I was treated by one of the famous psychiatrists in South India, who had education from somewhere in US, I think, some big university in researching in addiction. It was 6 months, and again 6 months. By the time I got little money and something, everything came. I had a trip to Chennai to meet my cousin. And he knows that I stopped drinking. But in the evening, he said that, Chandramohan, today let us, every time let us make biryani. I said, okay. We went to a supermarket there in Chennai, bought some biryani rice. While coming from the supermarket, I saw a beer shop nearby. It says credit cards accepted. Oh, I was so happy. I want to show my cousin that I have a credit card now. I said, Lalu, his name, Lalu will buy a beer. No, don't buy it. I said, no. Then we bought 4 or 5, 6 beers. That was after 6 months. Then it was very fast. Again, I back to square one that morning of 4 o'clock. Then on the last, this time, these pressing problems of debt, everything, my brothers were thought that I was something else. Otherwise, this much debt will not come. But then the last time I was admitted in a hospital in Cherthala in Kerala, Kerala. There, now this is what I'm going to share about how I came to A. There on the 7th or 10th day, the counselor called me for his counseling session. In between, I forgot to tell one thing that I told you, I sold everything, my house, ornaments, except the books which I was having. I was not aware that in Mumbai, old books can be sold. If somebody has told me, I would have sold my books also. That was the only thing which I have when things were happening or happening. Then what happened? Then the counseling session was happening. After the usual question answer session, I see a lot of books behind the counselor's rack. Now, I asked him, "Can I take one book?" I said, "Okay, Chandra, you can take a book." Friends, I don't know whether to show my ego or something. I read a lot. I took one of the thick book from there. Friends, that was the second edition of Big Book. So grateful to the person who put that book in that smart hospital. I didn't read the basic text. I read the stories part. And somebody later told me that it's all experiences, whether we say story, but from the hospital, but the address was there, New York address. I wrote a letter to New York that I'm I am doing this detox. I would like to know user stuff and send a letter. And after some time, I was discharged from the hospital. And I came back to Trivandrum where we live and joined my bank. That after 35 days. Friends, that was the miracle happened. Same day, I got a thick packet of introductory pamphlet from New York. What you say and the basic things, a newcomer asks all the 20 questions, all the things. And the same day, another miracle happened. There was a member in Trivandrum who was a guest member. I was a guest member in Bahrain. Had some experience of A in Bahrain, came to Trivandrum. He put a small ad in Trivandrum. Do you have a drinking problem? Please call for free help. From the bank, I called him. And the same day evening, I was at his home and sipping a coffee. And he was having the Big Book, English Big Book. By the time he had done some groundwork for something, his friend circle. That was, I'll consider that's my sobriety day, October 5, 1998. And from that, my journey in A was not smooth. I say I was not drinking. That's how I came to A. And by the time, now I would like to share my involvement in A. So we used to have a meeting in his home. We have 4 or 5, that's in 98, we started the meeting. I would like to say that I should not forget, in 85 in Trivandrum, there was a meeting started by one, is no more, one Kenal Nair, who was in Calcutta for a long time, was a long timer. But it didn't last for long. 2 meetings only they could. Then the other meeting we started in 98. At that time, the other member was drinking. He stopped drinking in December 31st. So we had a small group, 5, 6 members, and then there was only one intergroup in Kerala. We had a contact with them. So I was sent to everywhere to meet people. But my life was not happy. I was very good in the AA meetings, very good in the meetings. There was only one meeting. I would go there in time, fix the things and the meetings in his house. Later on, somebody told me that we had to move. We started a meeting outside. At that time, the friend who was here, he had some connection with the media. Then we got a chance to have a talk show in TV. So by the time I never read the basic text, but I read the traditions and all those things, all the stuff, because a lot of things I can argue with others. We got a very good opening in a very premier TV here in Trivandrum. So I was being asked to go. So I went to the person, the moderator. I told him about the anonymity, face mask, everything. Okay, they everything agreed. Then the talk show was recorded. Then after that, every day I used to call this media person, when you are going to air it, when you are going to air it. And then one day he called me and said that this Saturday it's going to be aired. My friends, the person who said about anonymity and everything, then on Wednesday onwards, I called all my friends, all my AF friends. On Friday, this morning talk show is coming. I am there on the right hand side with the mask is me. This this was the one. So I am sharing about the mistakes I done in A. Then another thing which I done was that I read only the traditions. We started one more meeting in Trivandrum. So the same, mostly same members goes there, only 6 members. Then I said, see, I read these traditions. Each group is autonomous. I said, we should have a separate treasurer, this literature person. A big argument. Ultimately, what happened? The group is closed. This is another thing. And a lot of people, and I would like to be grateful to people who helped me when I came to the fellowship. I still remember there's a member from Mumbai who's no more. I don't know whether I can tell his name. His name is Shankaran. Flew to Trivandrum for his official purpose, and the whole night he stayed with me when I was sober 6 months or 7 months, and having kanyi, rice porridge, and chutney. And there was a member from Chennai, still alive, very long time on. He used to send me postcards. Every alternate days, I used to get postcards. Then I used to get letter from is no more Krishna I from Bangalore in inlands. Then I should not forget there was another member who was instrumental in translating big book to Malayalam, Joy Kuti. He came to Trivandrum and he introduced me to the literature of A, or the program and the wide circle of friends all over. And luckily by that time, or I was fortunate, I became a delegate. After 2 years, I became a delegate. At that time, there was 2 conferences. So I used to travel with Joy Kuti to all over the conference. I went to Calcutta, Delhi, Chandigarh, Bangalore, Chennai, a lot of places, a lot of friends I got. He introduced me to, I can consider him as my temporary sponsor at that time. So one thing, on my first birthday, I was not doing any program, nothing. On first birthday, so we are accustomed that at that time that we will buy biryanis for the members. I was not having money. I borrowed money from my wife or somewhere. I stole from his purse. I don't know. And I forced my wife to come to the meeting. She also came. So all the 6 members were praising me. Chandravan is a wonderful member. He comes in meeting. He does things, everything. He goes to the meeting. A lot of this engagement column has to put in purpose, everything he is doing. While coming back, my wife said that I will not come to AA. They don't know. Real Chandravan is. They don't know. I was so angry with her. What? She's telling all these things. They said all these things. But again, after 2.5 years in the program, in the fellowship, not with the program, my wife told, it is better you go and drink. That's an eye-opener for me. I'm Mr. A, and she told me, you go and drink. If I drink, I will lie down somewhere. I will not open my mouth. So during those periods, a lot of traveling members come from overseas to our meeting. It's because we started a meeting in Kovala. I should not forget this gentleman who shared in Global Logan, Terry. He came from England and started a meeting in Kovala, English, a big book study and top stuff and top tradition step meeting. That was wonderful. And I will share another mistake. There was a member who came to our meeting in the early days. He used to come and drink in between the meeting. It's very new. Every 5 minutes he go to the washroom and come back. It was totally drunk. We don't know what's the traditions. Then we took that we should throw him out. Then luckily there's another member, Sudhir. He was from Delhi. He was a Keralite. I said, he said, no, let him stay here. Let him stay here. Then we said, if what happened if you puke or vomit? He said, I'll clean it. Don't worry. Unless until he is not making any problem in the meeting, let him stay here. Friends, that was, when I talk about that member, was instrumental in translating Tot Step and Tot Tradition into Malayalam. I was 18 years sober. Had we thrown him out, what would have happened? So these things, then I don't do the mistake. I borrowed money from a member. What happened ultimately? For 6 months, I couldn't go to the meeting. He couldn't come to the meeting. Then it has come to a stage. I took voluntary retirement from the bank. And again, Sudhir was at my rescue. I got the money and we took a room in Trivandrum and called all the Shylocks one by one. The Sudhir, my friend, he came with a pistol, these guns, and settled most of them. 4 people went to the court. I said, I got time. And in between one of the conventions, we are having conventions every year in Kovalam. I got my sponsor. There was a gentleman came from, some of you may know, he's no more, Raju. Then I asked him, can you be my sponsor? After the convention, he was supposed to go next day. He said, I'm honored. I will extend my trip for another 10 days back to Colombo. You come tomorrow at 9 o'clock, Chandramohan, with big book. I said, okay. So next day morning, I took my big book and my scooter was there. I went there. I reached there by 9:15. He was there ready. Then we had a friendly talk. Lot of time.
I can't hear you.
Hello, can you hear now?
Yes, we can hear. Ishwar, you check your network. You hear it is very clear, loud and clear.
Okay. So he told me come Chandramohan 9:15 and 9 o'clock. I reached there 9:15. Then we were talking. And the lunchtime came. I said, what about our program? He told me, Chandramohan, come tomorrow at 9 o'clock. That was the first lesson to discipline. See, a man who came from Colombo and stayed here for my support, and I am staying 4 kilometers away from the place. I was late by 15 minutes. So that was a wonderful experience with Raju. And for 10 days, he told me he was very, I don't know whether hard on the program, but he was a very noblest and humblest person I have ever come across in my life. And he told me, Chandra, when you talk to a newcomer, you should talk to him because it's a life and death program. Don't talk small things. Because there was an experience when I came to the fellowship one day after the meeting. That was a long time back before I got a sponsor. We are having chai after the meeting. He was talking a lot of problems. I told him that it is better you go and drink. I told him. The next meeting time, he came to the place, stand outside and calling me my names. He was totally drunk. So after that, I'll be very careful when I talk to a newcomer about the program. I'll not say humor is there, laughter is there, but when I talk to a newcomer with a compassion, that I'll share my experience only. Then my sponsor told me, Chandra, why don't you join some courses? I joined. In between, I took 2 post-graduations on distance education and contact classes. I'm still learning a lot of things. Then I got a job in Dubai. I got a chance to visit my sponsor in Colombo and stay with him, even with my family. My father died very early, so he was like a fatherly figure for me. And simple things. We are going through the 164 pages or up to the 10 step. It's so wonderful, wonderful journey with Raju. Then I went to Dubai. I got a wonderful sponsor. He was no more now, Harry. When Harry died, we have another member. He's in this meeting. He told, "Why don't you sponsor each other?" We are sponsoring each other. That's a wonderful, wonderful journey. And I got, what should I say? I got a lot of wonderful members in my journey. Helped me to stay sober one day at a time. That is I told you, no, I met the material side. If I talk, when I sold my house, I could buy a piece of land in my native place, and I constructed my own Buckingham Palace there. Buckingham Palace. We're happy. But now we live in Trivandrum. My eldest daughter, I still remember. She told me when I was drinking, I used to pay heavy tips to the bartender and the security, but then I buy the cheapest biscuit, arrowroot biscuit or something, tiger biscuit from outside. She told me one day that I used to count the biscuit, whether I can use it for 1 week, that arrowroot biscuit. Now, those things, now I can say that material side, a little good right now. And my wife is still working. She also took a doctorate in between when I stopped drinking. In between, before going to the Gulf, I worked in a rehab for 6 months. That is one thing, funny thing I would like to share. I got because by the time I completed my PG in psychology, and I got an opening in Hyderabad. So then again, I'll tell the name. It's okay. I think Vasu was there. Then I asked, no, I don't know anyone in Hyderabad. He gave again that Austin Rigo's number. Then you call Austin. I called Austin, and I was talking to him first time. I said, I'm Chandramohan from Toronto. I got an. First thing he asked me, how many years you are in the program continuous sobriety? I said 7 or 8. Then he said, then it's okay. Anyhow, I worked there for 6 or 7 months only. I came back, I got an opening in Dubai, and my financial problems were met. Then now that sometimes I know that this program is a spiritual program, but I come across it. This program is for alcoholics. It is not. I understand. It's not a conventional spiritual thing. It is one of the book which I read was his name is a famous author of we know that not God. Ernest Scott's book's name is The Spirituality of Imperfection, and it's 2 books. So it says that spirituality is something different for alcoholics. It is something different. I was totally confused when I came. I compared with the religious books, religious texts. And when I came to the fellowship, a lot of traveling members came with the program with the first step 100 questions, second step 200 questions. I was confused. I Googled, again confused. What to do, what not to do. This was the state of mind till I got that wonderful sponsor. And one thing more I will share about the funny part. Then I jumped into prayer and meditation. What I did was prayer and meditation. I read a lot of philosophical books, so I went to the famous market in Trivandrum. I bought a lot of, for the Hindu there is no shortage of God and goddesses. Lot of pictures, and then I bought complicated prayer books, Hindu prayer books. I came to my house. There was only 1-bedroom apartment at that time. I removed the cot outside and I made the place very neat because I'm going to pray and meditate. From that day, I'm going to, evening when my wife came, what is happening here? I said, I'm going to pray and meditate. No, this is my quarters. If you want to pray and meditate, go somewhere else. These are the mistakes I done. Without knowing what's in the program, I jumped. And most important part, I think it is time, Thambi. Hello?
You can take another 5 minutes. You can take another 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes. Okay. Because the happiest thing, I got wonderful friends in the fellowship. Now Ingrid came and Christopher is there. And a lot of friends are here. The culmination, I'll say that I got that is again ego opposition. I got an opportunity to go to 2015 Atlanta Convention. And I was a speaker there in the biggest auditorium with 30,000 people in that auditorium for 15 minutes on emotional sobriety. And the people said that it was one of the funniest talk they had. Everybody enjoyed. Before going to that meeting, I asked he's here, the Christopher. I was scribbling a lot of things, what to share, and I said, Christopher, say what to share. He told me that Chandramohan, leave all those papers outside and share from your heart. And I think that was one of my best shares till now. That not because I shared from my heart, and that was the culmination. I could go to Atlanta and meet a lot of my sponsor. Two things I'll say. My sponsor used to say, Chandra, when in recovery, when success comes, be very careful. Be very careful. That is true. Whenever I have something material prospects, I sometimes leave in a different place. So there's a lot of things happen. A lot of things are coming to my mind, and the spirituality that is from some academic interest. Everyone may be knowing. Bill was thinking to write a book on spirituality, but he never wrote it. And but the reason is says I like it very much. Anyone who claimed to be an expert on the subject of spirituality would not be able to produce a book worth reading. And so you know the bust of Bill, and he was thinking to write on spirituality. He didn't wrote it. And one thing more, I will stop it. What Clancy has autographed. Clancy, I autographed the book. That is my remarks on my closing, my sharing. Chandramohan, well, we can't go wrong following what Bill says. Keep it going. Thank you, Thambi. Thank you, Global Lockdown Group. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chandra. Marvelous sharing. Thank you. So, if anybody have any questions or for general sharings, please raise your hands. So we have one hand raise already there in India. Please, you can take 6 to 8 minutes. Please go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Ingrid. I'm an alcoholic. Thanks, Chandra. It's so sweet to listen to you. Some parts of your story